The Steppin Razor, The Art of War, and next Thursday. Very complicated Thursday. But you know, so they have to overcome all obstacles. And overcome obstacles, what you mean? Run over the hurdle like wow. Anyway, we give thanks. There's so much things happening, man. I don't even know where to start, you know. But I could play our next music by the artist, them up on top of the thing, man. Shezidek coming through, the artist, them up on top of the thing. Oh gosh, man, music like worries about the march. I can't breathe and all them things, they're healing, whole heap of things, man. Reggae music is something else. And you know, even though you hear it go on in America, you know, you're not going to hear no artists, so much artists, now I say none do it, you know, but so much artists are address that situation there, like how the reggae artists, them would do it. Anyway, here we are saying now, something catch up pan way, well not pan way, but the Queen and her friend them, where everybody's supposed to hear about it by now. And if you don't hear about it, we're going to say it. There is an insignia that the Governor General wear. You know, those like a pretty looking round things them that plaster certain people's chests when them have those certain special occasion. The amount of things them have, like all a general in the army, when you look at him left chest, him have on a whole heap of little colors and whole heap of things. Well, it has been brought to our attention that, you know, a bridging sent me to know, and I say, you know, see, I have to go verify this thing, yeah? Because I don't want to say it, and people I say, where me get them information they from, but I actually went on the Governor General's web page. I let them call them web pages. I go on the Governor General web page, and lo and behold, I saw the insignia, and it is there without him having it on to show off. People, in this time when everybody now I recognize black is beautiful, Black Lives Matter, and everything goes now Africa, I feel that I've been vindicated of all the things that I've been saying over the years, where people cuss me about and say, oh, me I talk about this too much, and me I talk. I've been vindicated because now I have never seen so much white people cuss white people since I have been saying cussing white people. I have never seen so much white people cussing white people. It's unbelievable. So white, what you call white liberals, I mean, you have white liberals for years now, but white liberals have caught up with the struggle that African people have been going through in America and the world for years, and have been talking about it, marching about it, walking about it, and even killed about it. But this George Floyd thing ignite, and we give thanks to, I was saying it last night, you know, I give thanks to Jobs. Jobs is the man who invented the iPhone, they create, well, not invent it, but put it together that nothing can hide again. And the only reason, may I tell you, the only reason why so much white people, it affects so much of them, is because of the visual that them see. Even though the visual at the bridge in New York, where I sell the thing them on the road, when the police choke him and him say him can't breathe, that was the first brethren we get killed by police that way there, where ball out say him can't breathe. That visual of that knee in a George Floyd neck was to make, I mean, trust me, man, if you're the devil, man, you're supposed to vex. And I think that is what wake up a whole heap of white people, that them could have stand in the street them with the brethren them and the sisters them of Africa and march with them. No, this insignia what we are talking about, this insignia have, and we're not talking about we're not cussing this man, you know, who is the Governor General, we are called the Governor General. The Governor General represents a seat that represents the Queen. So this man, you only sit down in a seat like the man before him and the man before him for the past how much years now. I don't know how much years, maybe 50 odd years. You have Governor Generals. You know, I remember the first Governor General thing was Circle Food. Yeah, we used to call him Circle Food. We used to call him Circle Food, but I remember that Governor General, I think he was the first black Governor General, really. Anyway, so from that man and the man before him who was Governor General, come down to this man, you know, have this insignia upon them chests aware for Queen Elizabeth and her friend them. And the insignia show Saint Michael, a white Saint Michael, standing on a, well, you know, them claims everybody have wing. So Saint Michael, who is always killing evil, Michael the Archangel, is standing on the neck of a black angel with the black angel face turning like George Floyd face. And I know that black angel is bawling out, I can't breathe. Now this is an insignia that is worn by a black man for the Queen. And the man before him and the man before him and the man before him for the Queen. It is the heights of white supremacy. The heights of white supremacy. We're going to come forward. We're going to come forward with it. So we are talking about this insignia where catch up with the Queen, catch up with the Governor General, because maybe my way which I never ever look on it yet, but because it's part-time job to do all of these things, you know, known or unknown, him just do it. Anyway, what is the problem with this thing? It is the epitome of racism, what we call racism, where, as usual, the angel under the foot of the white angel is black. And we see that motif continue right through Christian art forms. You know, the art form, I remember a Bible where my granny used to have one big Bible. And when you look on the naked people them night, it's pure half naked white people are stretched to this white man with big beard and big muscle. And under that is the people them who is black, where them a claims are burning a hell. Black. That is the heights of racism. That is what Europeans have used over the years to maintain them dominance over people of color, according to what them call people of color. And this is really a travesty. So now, it has been brought to the attention of the Governor General, and our answer is like, I feel same never I will look on it. It come from the Queen, I film things, him have a certain time for deal with it, and him have just wear it. Anything with them say, them just wear it. Just like the people them who have Rhodes Scholar, black people, a whole heap of them in Jamaica, lot of politicians, I think Chuck, one of the ministers them, him is a Rhodes Scholar, the so-called used to be radical up at the university, where him have the NIA, you know, him name Trevor Monroe, Rhodes Scholar. It's unbelievable that a black man or a woman should accept a thing like a Rhodes Scholar coming from one of the most cruel and wickedest white man who enter Africa, Cecil Rhodes. Cecil Rhodes is where Zimbabwe, the name Rhodesia, and now it's go back to the name Zimbabwe, Kingdom of Stones. But it's just amazing. Can you imagine if a Jew, if them have a scholarship named the Nazi Scholarship, or Adolf Scholarship, if Adolf did give a scholarship for people who excel in a certain things, yes, if you excel in a, you know, anything, especially educational, this and that from the university. Can you imagine if a Jew, you think any Jew would accept that? A Nazi scholarship or an Adolf scholarship? A crazy. They just say black people crazy. Black people, I see the people them who have it know the history of roads, access roads, you know. Them know, you think say Trevor man wanna know radical communists from them days who switch now and turn conservative leftists or middle of the conservative and the left. Eh? Them know, you know. But them still accept it. Because that is how we see it. We don't think, well, it gives you a certain prestige. See, you're a Rhodes scholar, you know, it gives you a certain prestige. You know? Anyway, this insignia, the Governor General sound like him and say, well, I have to look into it. I have to look into it. Just like how them have to look into the man them who in a prison all 50 years at his pleasure. And when I say his pleasure, I'm not talking about the individual person. I'm talking about the seat of the Governor General. So the Governor General said, I have to look into it. In other words, no, I'm going to have to call a representative of the Queen in England, and the representative of the Queen have to call a representative of the Queen in England, and a representative of the Queen have to call a representative of the other Queen in England, and representative. Only for find out, say, why you have to ask them if you must throw that down? Ignorance is not bliss. Ignorance is not bliss. And not knowing the law don't absolve you from the law. And when I talk about no law as law set law, but if a man a drive on the road and him go down the wrong road, or him go on the wrong side of the road, not because him don't know, say, him go on the wrong side of the road, him cannot be prosecuted. Him can be prosecuted. It is up to the person, the police, to say, I'm going to let you off, you know, because he's a foreigner, you never know. But guess what? Watch a man, me a drive a foreigner already, man. I'm on the highway. And the policeman stopped me. And he said, don't you know that this is a highway? I said, yes, I said he was driving too slow. The man said he was driving too slow. I never know that possibly, though. And the first thing in my life, me said, can I drive too slow? He said, you're driving too slow, you're on the highway. You understand? So, not knowing the law don't absolve you from the law. And not because he might never know, say that depend it. Absolve him from saying, boy, right now, you know, say, no, that me know, me go just no wear that one day. Which him shouldn't even be Governor General, none of that matter. Because we should have done a show with the Governor General a long time. Are we now to say that because him never know, make him go and wear it? No. No. We're not another argument there. We're not going to another argument there because him never know, we must go and make him wear it. No. We are asking the authorities is to recognize the feelings of the people them in at this time here, as it relates to what is happening in the world. You know, we have COVID, I figure out, you know, we have police brutality not only in America, but in Jamaica also. And given that there is a resurgence of awareness about certain situations that has been lingering for years. And we know the people, we know the government going to say them have more important things to deal with. But that thing is a very important thing to the British throne, the British crown, just like the Governor General. And I don't think Queen Elizabeth will feel no way if we say we don't want the Governor General anymore. Just like how them say, boy, right now we are Commonwealth, but we must get visa. Yet still the people them who did have murder them in a World War II can walk through them airport easy. We are talking about the Germans. The Germans who bomb London can walk through them airport easy, and we who did help them to bomb Germany still is not recognized. So here we are to know. That insignia them must go. I don't know how much people agree with me, but I don't business. I say it's an insult right now, maybe not 10 years ago, because the eyes, the veil did over our eye. Now we take the veil over our eye and we are see all the different things them that has maintained white supremacy over indigenous people and African people. So we say, remove it. Because even in Belgium, them tear down the Leopold statue. The Leopold statue is a next white man who has created havoc in the Congo. Havoc. The problem is that he never ever go there yet, and him caused 10 million Africans to die because he was trying to gather wealth by owning rubber. We ever talk about the man named Beckford. Beckford is one of the richest men in Europe, and all making riches was exploiting slavery and the cane farm, the cane plantation them in Jamaica. The richest man who made his wealth off of slavery and plantation was doing that from the island of Jamaica. Go read it up in a history book them. Him named Beckford, I don't remember him first name, but Beckford. So we see it, and we are say, yeah, ignorance of the law don't absolve them from the law. And our law, I tell you, we say, there are certain things that must not continue to be a part of that power that was held over us for much years now. Now that we recognize that there are things there that need to go down with this feeling of understanding. So we just have said that. So we want to hear what at the pledger, still have wait upon pledger, the Governor General pledger is a serious pledger. We have to wait upon the pledger of the man. You know, some man thief some ackee for the tree, and I say it all the while, you know. I bet you say the Governor General never know the ackee tree there. Because me know which part of the ackee tree there. Me know which part of the ackee tree there. Him never knows the ackee tree. I don't even know if he didn't know a stinking torch. I don't even know if the Governor General didn't know a stinking torch tree over the other side there, so. Because them man not go over the part there. Him stay at the house and him go from the front gate, go round and come back round to the house. Him door open for him and him walk going on the house. And him house big enough him staying there. Him not have to come outside. Him not go take no walk. Cross the lawn of the king's house, come right over to which part the Indian embassy there. I don't even know if him knows the Indian embassy next door him yard. I don't even know if him know the bridging where them call it where them call it again, Barbican Beach. I know beach to there. Him gonna use the Barbican Beach and I wonder when since see the next door him. I don't even know if him knows the Barbican Beach there so. But the irony of ironies is that there's a big piece of land there so well should be utilized. And if the Governor General and his wife did have any nationalistic pride in him, just like when we see the youth them a plant up vegetable near this one and do all sort of thing. Give the man them couple piece of the land if we plant it out in a vegetable. You can't have grasses and every time grass grow up, grass cut, grass grow up, grass cut. We need land. And there's no queen that is going to come into that place. The only king will ever come inside it so is Emperor Haile Selassie I. The queen come there and she's a queen. The only king, it named King's House. So we say yes. We need to forget about the Governor General. And as I said before, we're not talking about the individual man that's all in him name. Yeah, we're not talking about him. We're talking about the seat. Just like how we need to get rid of the alright, I'll answer that part. We'll get rid of it, but that's where it goes. Anyway, this is the Steppin razor. Before this thing come up and people that talk about take down this and take down that, we have been always bringing to the attention of the people the Christopher Columbus statue that is right in going to the Marcus Garvey School, high school there. Christopher Columbus statue is there, and we asked the question, why is it that Why is it that we have a Christopher Columbus statue in a Jamaica? What are we trying to remember about Christopher Columbus? Because most of the things that we know about Christopher Columbus is lie. And them have him off as a historic person that is what you call a hero. Hero for who? Not even King Ferdinand and Isabella was a hero too. Because Christopher Columbus went back to Spain and was imprisoned. Why was he imprisoned? That we must find out why he was imprisoned. And we say, if we know what Christopher Columbus knew, the indigenous people of Jamaica was almost wiped out because of his expedition in Jamaica. The Taino people who was living here, where one of his, I think it's Bartholomew or one of them guys who come with him, say, this place was like the Garden of Eden. That is what all them describe Jamaica, like the Garden of Eden. And the people them who live on it was so angelic. Yet still, them say them going to civilize them by teaching them the word of God, the Christian way. And what them do? Them kill most of the population of the Tainos them was murdered by Columbus and his friend them. Yet still now, we have a statue of Columbus. What are we trying to remember about Columbus? Statues don't teach you about history. Statue tell you about people and things and places that the ones them who put it there wanted to what you call it now, make them live forever. They want to make these people live forever, so them use statues and places and things to memorize. It is not teaching you, because we don't need. We know what them say about Columbus, and we know what them say about many people all over the world, and then put them as icons. Icons. Now we find ourselves now finding our own icons, which is beautiful. It's beautiful that we're finding our own icons. You understand? Because remember when Racecourse, now we call it Heroes Park, was once King George, how do you call it? King George. It used to name Racecourse. It used to name Racecourse. I remember when the Queen did plant a tree in there and two Rastaman, make a talk about Jalide and Rasmakonen, going to go chop down the tree. Chop down the tree where the Queen plant. So you just know how serious the man there was. But now it is called Heroes Park. It was called Heroes Park. It is now called Heroes Park. Why do we need Queen Victoria's statue? Queen Victoria. And it's not because we are hear these things are going on in Jamaica and in the world where we are saying these things. We have been saying this thing we have the opportunity to come on the radio from in the 90s. We have said these things. From the 90s we have said these things. Why is it important that we have a statue of Queen Victoria? Queen Victoria was one of the queen them who sent ships on the west coast of Africa to transport our African ancestors to this part of the world and turn them into slaves. Slaves. Why are we memorizing these people? Why are we having them up, them statues placed in strategic places to almost inculcate something now subliminally? Subliminally. How much picnic in Jamaica know who St. Elizabeth was named after? Who St. Mary was named after? Who Portland was named after? Because they are there to instill a certain level of thought in your mind. Subliminally. It works in a subliminal way. Just like the stoplight. The stoplight works in a certain subliminal way. You see the stoplight, but yes, it's light. So all of these things perpetuate white supremacy. And as we said before, not because you don't know the law, it absolves you from the law. It's just so. So we have to recognize all of this, because this might be the first step in a realization that we yearn for hundreds of years. This might be the first step to a realization of that. You know, anytime a person in a power, and is a saying that hold fast and hold true, them always have the solution. One time I listened to Elise, and Elise said, you know something? You see the person who lose the election, everyone should have put in a power because you always have the solution when you're not there. Now we hear Bunting attack up in mouth and attack up in mouth about we must do and we mustn't do. Yet still guess what? When them did in the same seat, he might call for divine intervention. And more than one time talk about divine intervention. But even me I say no, because it's really a weird thing, because all the divine intervention where man a call for and all the prayer breakfast that them a pray about, the thing kind of get worse. And the government do have no crime plan. And Bunting a show them a crime plan, and him not in a power. Him not in a power, him is the opposition, and them have to listen to him. So here I say now, it is obvious that the government of Jamaica don't have any plan on how to combat the crime in Jamaica. Last year we hear them say them come together now and them now have the thing now set up. Well, we are looking at the crime statistics now, and over 100 people dead every month since the year start. I wish month we now? June, and June not done yet. So we are talking about over 600 murder already. And when we say already, I mean say it did there for we see in front of we. And now them call another state of emergency. Can't you people see? I was talking about the Minister of Justice. We're talking about the Minister of Security. We're talking about the Prime Minister and all of them. You can't see the state of emergency not working. And not only working, but it's not creating a solution to the problems of criminality in Jamaica. As a matter of fact, I am kind of looking through a small little peephole, and I'm seeing that it would appear that crime is now creeping up to become a political issue between the two parties. In other words, the dirtiness of gun people who we used to talk about in them days where every political party maintain a certain gang. Why am I getting the feeling that the political gangs them, which is the gunman them, is now raising them heads to really defend them party again, and that politicians is spurring it on? Because that is what it seemed to me. It would appear to me that politicians is now feeding certain youth again with guns and ammunition and propaganda to really face off with the other party with guns and ammunition and propaganda. Where is the new kind of governance that we was told would be there? Why is it that the Minister of National Security and Justice, and yes, we're going to say it again, last year said, according to his intelligence, because you know, them people have talked about according to intelligence, you know. Them shoot a man in a wait name there, in a Corgan the other day, and people's Corville, and them say, so I don't know, them say according to their intelligence. According to the Minister of National Security, him say according to his intelligence, there's 200 guns that come into the island every month. I'm going to ask the question again. Mr. Chang, how much of those guns you get in a month since the time you say it and now? It's almost a year since him said. Maybe 3 months, less than a year. Him said. How much of those guns over the past, me could say 6 months, you get out of those 200 multiplied by the months where you say it? Have you captured or retrieved 200 guns since you say it and now? I don't think so. And if you should take according to your intelligence and multiply even this year, which is 6 months, 2 6 is 12. That means that 1,200 guns is in the island from January till now. And then at the time that you say it up to now until the time you say it at the end of, which is December, we're talking about enough gun. I want to know if the government capture or retrieve 300 guns since the year start. Because if them don't have 300 guns, at least more than 300 guns, that them retrieve, something is happening, something is wrong. And if you tell them, say them intelligence don't right, you're going to hear them say, no, we have good source, good intelligence. So I am assuming that they are telling the truth about their intelligence. Where are the guns? How much guns? How much guns since the year start until now the police retrieve from criminals? They were quick to say that they retrieve a M16 in a waiting the other day when the brother them shoot and tear off a police like jacket, bulletproof jacket. That goes to show what them have. If these people know say there are certain guns in the country and them give the police them vests that can't really protect them from these criminals' guns, what you not sending the youth them for go do? Why you not sending the youth them for go kill off themselves with some little inferior vest? Tear up the vest, kill the brethren, and them get the gun. Them get the gun because the brethren drop the gun. According to what I hear, this man is a whole soldier and them don't allow you to run with empty gun in war. So the brother drop the gun and it's a big thing. Them retrieve the gun, the M16, one more gun out of the hands of criminals. One to the other 1,000 odd, we're still there. What happened to those? Oh gosh, man, I see them tell you about how much people dead per month or per year, and them not talk about the ones them who them not find. Like now them find a mass grave. 2 mass graves in the space of 1 month them find. One in a Washington area and then now one in a country again. It's a terrible thing, terrible thing. Yes. This is the Steppin razor. Okay. So where were they now? I have so much paper around me. Paper like paper. I tell you what. Alright, so I'm going to look for the paper. The paper, paper like paper, man. I tell you. Alright, because look where I go at that. So, okay. Love paper. Alright, we pass the cash pot thing. Okay, so we got to talk about the crime. And we really see say the man them don't have no crime plan. And we see say the youth them a get bolder. And we see say the police them a get wickeder. Police are fire bullet all over the place. And we still want to go back to the lady last week that we interviewed where the police them kill her son. We still don't hear nothing about, we don't hear no Indicom say nothing about it. I don't know if I now listen. I don't know if Shamara know or the newsroom can tell me if there is anything that take place since we left here Thursday that can tell you that is new about that woman, that son that was killed at the back of him house. You know, would I really like to hear about it because people are calling me from foreign. As a matter of fact, a woman did call me and say she willing to help that woman. I did give her the number of the woman. I hope them get in contact. But we don't hear Indicom say anything. We don't hear the two ministers them who go down there say anything. We don't hear nothing. We don't hear nothing. That is why when people don't, hear certain things happening in Jamaica where you're supposed to feel funny about, I don't really feel funny about it because when poor people in the same situation, it's like it just pass off, so I'm gone. Yeah. We hear about 2 youth were dead up at Augustown. We hear about a woman who get shot in her bed. We hear the Prime Minister go up there now. All of a sudden, the Prime Minister run go and talk about it's the worst place we ever see and worst. A long time Augustown there, you know, Bogard. A long time that there, you know. Long time it there. So if you never know, so Augustown says something intrinsically wrong. And we can't tell you about other places. If you go down a Pain land, all them places there. When last you walk through them places there, down a Portia area, you know, them places there is like something else. You know, I mean, I say, what is going to happen? What is going to happen when all of these things is taking place right in front of them, and them they are telling you about everything is going on here? The biggest thing now, you know, is that, we lost how much $1 billion because of COVID as it relates to the tourist industry. Look here, you can't last, so you never lose, you know. You can't last, so you never lose. You never last nothing because you never put it somewhere and somebody come take it up from you. You know, see it? You never lost it. There's a lull in the system because of COVID. Don't sound like Donald Trump. You know, see, don't sound like Donald Trump. And right now, that is the concentration. No, I hear them talk about them business. Them talk, well, like I say, them business about how much workers lose them job. 300,000 workers in the tourist industry lose. It's not that them business about. Them no business about that. Them business about the private sector. People them who own big hotels on the North Coast and a ball and not making no money. Is that them business about? It's just that 300,000 people is a by the way argument. It's a by the way argument because if you don't have those 300,000 people working for little bit or nothing, you're not going to have the big hotels them. We're making billions of dollars and put it in the coffers of the government, another billions of dollars again. Why we make it look so? Why we make it look so like we don't know say a true? The truth is, it's not the people them care about. Them care about the laborers who can work for little or nothing to get money for the big hoteliers them and all the big businesses them, so that them continue them capitalistic mentality to oppress the poor. That is what it is there for. Because all we hear them talk about, what name again? Puffy. Puffy, me I call him nowadays, you know. Puffy, the Minister of Tourism. Puffy. All it I talk about is, you know, we can earn this and by more plane is coming and how much tourists rent to Jamaica. Look here. I can tell you something, brethren. I tell you what to do, you know. Because I know no matter what me say, you can do what you do. But because I know you follow a script, the script is you must open certain places at certain time, and then by the middle of July, you creep in more places. Because it's not the first country where open the bar them first, and churches and all these places. Everywhere in the world, except for certain places in Europe. Because you have certain European countries not following the script. Not following the script. But here now. every time you hear Puffy talk, you know, he must say, well, you know, there are a amount of tourists that is coming to Jamaica now, and we are looking to earn how much billions of dollars, US dollars. And you know, we intend to do this and we intend to do that. But what we intend to do, you know, is not to give the workers them more money. They're not giving the workers them more money, you know. Because with all of the big billions of dollars, big earning with tourism get, you know, hear them and say, okay, we made how much $1 billion this year. We think say the workers them deserve more money. No. The more money gone in the coffers of the people them who own the hotel, who send them money to foreign bank, and who locally have interest in the hotel them, send them money go to Cayman Island or Swiss bank, offshore banking. Corruption at its highest level, according to the people them who look about money business and money laundering. Them say Jamaica in the top 10 of countries with the worst record of scamming people. I talk about scam, I have one thing over here. You have some people at Jamaica who have scam Jamaica more than them scammer there. But say true, them have jacket and tie and them can move amongst politicians. It don't look that way, but you have politicians who know, say you have certain politicians who are in a certain things. Yes. Then if me can know how them no know, and me not move amongst them. How me know say them involved in a certain thing. And true, me can't talk it on the radio, less them lock down the radio station. How them know? Or how them no know, and me know. So you have politicians who
Hello?
Yes?
Hi, I'm on hold, I'm waiting.
Oh, so you have to tell me who was speaking to me. I'm be out of it here.
Oh, hi, my name is Roger Malcolm. I'm supposed to be your guest. I was asked to join the program. Is it?
Oh, yeah. Okay, all right, okay. I thought it was a bit earlier, but we had some technical difficulties.
With the you told me to hold on for studio, so I was holding, but it sounds like I'm on air, so hi.
Yeah, no, it's not. I tell you that, still, I am not in the studio. I am the one who's in the interview. Anyway, sorry about that still. Sorry about that. You are from the Jamaica for Justice, I assume.
Correct, yes.
All right. And what's your name again? Remind me.
My name is Roger Malcolm.
Roger Malcolm, I heard the name before. Of course I heard the name before. Jamaica for Justice. All right.
Yes, that's me.
So I'm asking you a question firstly. How come not with all the things what going on and the injustice them are going on? It appeared to me that Jamaica for Justice is not as active as how it was. Is it because of a new, group of people that is there? What is happening? I'm not hearing much about the Jamaica for Justice.
Okay, well, I mean, people either say they're hearing us a lot or not a lot, and I just don't. I think it very much depends on either where you get your news or what you're tapped into. We're quite active. We've actually just this week been in the media quite a lot in the past 2 weeks, and we're active in more ways than just simply recycling the same concerns. We do a lot of programming that admittedly sometimes is not very news sexy, but we operate everyday services for hundreds of persons before the courts in our free legal services at Jamaicans for Justice, where everyday people come and they get help from us. We are a service delivery organization as well as an advocacy organization. But oftentimes people don't know that most of our work is involved in services, not just, activism. And so we do that every day. We have about 500 active cases at any given point in courts across Jamaica. We do a constellation of training programs, including for the police and educators and the general public. And every day we're engaged in some type of research or advocacy or policy matter. And so we're active, but we accept that we can communicate a lot better. But sometimes it's also about if people are actively seeking more than just what is in the news to engage in human rights and justice work.
I'm going to ask you a question because it's something, all right, I am on the radio and people always come to me with problems, police brutality, this, that, all sort of thing. And I always say, Most of them say them can't afford lawyers. And I say, go and search for the Jamaica for justice. And they come back to me and say, boy, them go to Jamaica for justice and them not get no response and all them something. So I say, you sure? And them say, yes, you know. And I don't know what to tell them. But you know, wow. As you mentioned about the 2 weeks active times, because in the past 2 weeks there's a lot of activity that is taking place. There is the feeling that in the which is showing up what the police is doing, you need a justice or organization that goes into the story of what the people is saying about, especially some killings that took place over the past, how much weeks? I said 2 weeks. Mm-hmm. You need some people, and I would assume from the Jamaica for Justice, who is actively inside of the story of what these poor people is talking about when them say, this is what took place. I don't know if I
absolutely.
Hear a belief of that.
Very important point, the people-centered approach. And so if we actually we're actually in the middle of an online program right now of going through the stories of family members of persons killed by the police, who many times are telling their story for the first time over the past 10 years. And so anybody who goes on to any of our social media platforms, or even any of our social media platforms, you'll see this program, Broken Not Destroyed. And what it is a very intimate look into the stories of family members of persons killed by the police and their struggle for justice. Just last week, this week actually, we started the mother of Mario Dean, who people know of Mario Dean, sir, but they don't really know the struggle that his mother has gone through.
Yeah, of course. I was at the funeral, actually. Yeah.
Yes, I've actually seen you at some of the protests. And so it's those are the types of work that we're doing right now. And, but to be honest, that's oftentimes not something that gets picked up very easily by the media. But if people are connected with us, they'll really be able to see a lot of that work. It is work.
No, but they connect. But look here, they're connected to the media more than they're connected to the justice. So I think that there should be some kind of connection between what is said in news reports about different crimes and different police killings and Jamaica for Justice. I don't know how the media is going to keep up with the Jamaica for Justice when is the media making the people them know the injustice that is taking place. Is not Jamaica for Justice make the people them know about the injustice. It's the media making them know.
A lot of the work is not picked up by media that we do. We have to get better at that. But, Muta, respectfully, we are in media. We've been in media quite a lot this past 2 weeks, just on this in the commission and the killing. It's a recent case on Winston Malcolm and Junior and Senior, which the DPP has now come out swinging about, saying that she's working hard on it.
That is the case of which case? I mean, the people in prison?
No, that's Noel Chambers. We were also very active on that one as well, and Susan Bogle. But we recently brought
the killing of August
Town for 13 years.
The killing in August Town you talk about. The killing with Bogle in August Town. Yeah. And all right, what is happening? Wait, don't go so fast to me. Don't go so fast. What is happening with that? The killing of that woman. What is happening with it?
Well, there was a post-mortem autopsy that happened, I want to say maybe about 2 weeks ago or a week and a half ago. And the results, in the committee still doing its investigation, and then the results should come out of that investigation to indicate if there is evidence of a security force member that may need to be disciplined or charged, and that investigation is outstanding. So
what is so you're waiting on Indicom to come to a conclusion. That's what you say.
Yes, that's correct.
What happened to the other? There was a killing, 2 youth. I think it's up in August Town too. 2 brothers, I think, 2 brothers. I mean, maybe it's criminal kill them, maybe it's police, we don't know. But a whole heap of these killings where we give up to criminal now come like it's police I do them. But there's no one invest. Here you say it, So what me I say now? If we are thinking our minds say police are kill people and so no investigation is needed. I mean, sorry, when a man kill a youth, and we hear say, boy, it's killer kill killer, it's criminal kill criminal. And the people them in the area know say it's not criminal that kill criminal only for them. It's the police that do it. So we're asked now, how Jamaica for Justice go about investigating something like that? Them going to the community and ask the people.
Jamaican for Justice does not investigate police killings like that. We are not an investigative body like that. We may assist with investigations where, we support the family and give them legal advice, but the investigation, the forensic work is principally Indicom's responsibility.
No, wait the Bridget.
Hold on, make one. Jamaican Citizens is a non-profit charity. Whereas people think we are a government body or an institution like that. We are a movement of individual people trying to support other individual people to protect their rights and get justice. And so our lawyers will help people, but we do not we don't conduct criminal investigations.
No, look, Bridget, I say I know it's not a police organization, but if you hear people are ball out in our community, I tell you, if you go in and go find forensics and bullet and blood and them stuff there. But if you hear people are ball out in our community, all of the things say, like people that say, block the road because we want justice. All of the things say, Jamaica for Justice, which is named justice, because the people that are ball out, them want justice. So maybe Jamaica for Justice, them are ball, so them want. If them go inside the community, and I say investigate, but find out from the people then what is it that is causing this alabaloo as it relates to a killing of one man in the community. That is above on the peer grade. I don't understand.
No, it's not, and it frequently does happen. It's not that we don't speak to people in communities. Many times, at the instance of these things, they call our office and they need a matter reported, and we oftentimes have it reported. In fact, many times. And this is many times, even just in the public space, sometimes the reason why things come to the attention of whether Indicom or even police force is because someone calls JFJ and JFJ makes a big deal out about it and then alerts the media and the media goes down there. And so I think what people think of going into a community means they may not have an understanding of oftentimes how we operate, and I accept that. However, I don't think it's accurate at all really to say that there is only one way to support people getting justice. Many times, for example, when you have these postmortems and autopsies and the families want independent pathologists because they don't trust the government pathologists because of the police force, the Jamaican that often fundraises to get that person to them. And so when there's a criminal investigation that is ongoing, however, if you don't want to compromise the validity of the investigation, there's a method of operating that oftentimes requires that you provide what is needed in ways that sometimes are not the most public forms, but many times also we have to compel people to act. And oftentimes you'll find a community or a family member who has lost somebody and they have nobody in their corner to stand up for them in court, for example.
Reggae Radio. Irie FM.
Yeah, we are back here. We're just talking about justice and the implementation that is necessary and needed from an organization like Jamaica for Justice. All right, I'm going to send you to St. Anne, right? When I say send you, I mean we're going to have a specific case that I want to bring to you. And tell me what has the Jamaica for Justice done already in this case. I know you must be familiar with a police shooting in St. Anne last week, a week before. Did you hear about that? Hello?
I think so. I hear about a lot, even though that...
All right. We can specifically tell you what it is all about. A young man was held on the street by some police, and them asked him, where him live? And him say, all right, him say, carry me where him live, and him put him in the car and drive him, go to him house. When them reach house, the mother come out, and them ask the mother, tell me something. Him live in here, and she say, yes. And she say, what him do? And him say, you soon know where him do. And them carry him round to the back of the house. And she hear doy round at the back of the house. When she go round there, she see her son on the ground. And them go in at the house. and take out a sheet and cover the bridging. And she hear, when she had their ball, she hear more shots, and them take him and throw him in the police car and drive him go away. The people them immediately demonstrate, and them go down to the, I think it's the Arakabesa police station and demonstrate, serious demonstration. The minister of national.
Your Hines case, yes, I know the one you're talking about now.
All right, all right. No, it has been 2 weeks now since that happened, and I don't hear Indicom say nothing about it. I don't hear no minister. Bobby Montague went down there. I am told the mother tell me say Bobby Montague come down there. People tell me say the minister of national come down there. All right, so now we don't hear nothing again. And I am saying no. So what I'm told, the Jamaica for Justice key to them, all of the things say, them hearing about that. What I want to hear.
You're asking what you want.
I'm going to tell you what I would want to hear.
Yes.
Because of the clout that Jamaica for Justice had, I want to think that we go to the mother and all the things that surround that thing. And I say you must investigate things to find out if the brother is guilty or not guilty. But from the mere fact that even if him did have a gunshot in his foot, because them say, them get a call from the hospital, say, the clinic say, a man come there with a gunshot in his foot. People disputing that. Now, even if the man did get a gunshot in his foot, the police have no right to carry the man guy in the yard where mother there and murder him. No, I am saying to you now, what I want you to do is, what I want you to do is what I had do righteous or no. I had do something, because I have spoken about it and bring it to the attention, and I am saying, where are the people who can make a difference in this atrocity that was done? I don't want to go find
because you care about this specific case, and I do it with another case, and I would be doing it every week, every single day.
Oh, so you say you was busy with the next case?
All the time, but no.
So you was busy with the next case? You was busy.
Raises this issue. Literally.
No, but you know what make this one kind of unique? Just like all the woman who get shot in her bed, you know what make kind of unique? That the police them carry the youth go in mother yard and kill him with part in mother there. That is what make it unique.
I have had clients who them open the door with them baby mother, and the police say, and just come in to check on the one and just kill the person right there with the baby right there. There are many of these.
So all right, so that it don't raise. All right, in other words,
it's visible in the media doesn't mean it is.
No, it's not visible. No. It's the people that me I listen to it. It's not the media make me I listen to it. The people
what
them.
I'm saying is that the severity of the loss to the family and the community and everybody really doesn't change depending on if it is covered. The demonstrations are covered by the media. There are loads of demonstrations in this country.
I was not talking about a demonstration. I was talking about the way in which that murder was carried out by the police.
It's heinous and evil. It is.
And you are saying that you hear about that so much now that don't necessitate a move. Particularly, it's just true, something that happened.
Does not go around the country in response to really every killing. We have a policy oftentimes of serving those who seek our help. And so,
all right, so how you reach? All right, explain to me. How do you get involved with a police killing? How you get involved with it?
Sure. So
what caused you to get involved with it?
Justice works on every human rights issue, not just police killing. That's the first.
No, police killing not talk about. No, police killing not talk about. Tell me what.
Yeah, I know, but
spurred Jamaica for justice.
We are people. We have a limit of we can't do everything every second, and everybody says it about every different issue. It's impossible. So this is like their little understanding.
I understand. But tell me why. What is it that caused it to involve?
Police kill or brutalize my family member or me. What do I do? The first thing we do is we give people free professional legal advice. Many times they need lawyers. Many times they need a lawyer, and therefore we provide a lawyer with them free of cost.
Yes. I've sent people to all the while that way. Yes.
Yes, and so
that is how you get involved then.
Yeah, that's the kind of first way we get involved that way through the legal need. If there's a legal need, we get involved. However, sometimes we have to get involved because there is a failure to act, for example. So, for example, let's take the Xavier Hines case. If we could not verify that an income investigation had started, right? And there's a timeline for when those investigations need to happen and be made public and move on. Or there was no prosecution that came after an investigation that said that somebody should be held accountable, as we did on Monday morning regarding the murder of Winston Malcolm and Senior and Junior, which was in the media this week. Then we may need to bring specific visibility to not just to repeat that the killing happened and it is bad and heinous, because everybody does that, but specifically what needs to happen. So we may say, for example, where is the prosecution? So, for example, the specific case of Winston Malcolm Jr. and Senior and Junior, which the DPP has now given a court date for in 2022, we would have in the past maybe taken, for example, the police or even in distant past, the DPP to court on behalf of the family members saying you need to make a decision. Or many times the third way is that it gets sent to this place called the coroner's court, which is not a good place to go, but it happens, where Jamaicans Justice will find money and lawyers to bring something called an inquest before the coroner's court. And what that inquest is another court that seeks to determine how somebody died and if somebody should be held.
Yeah, but you're gone way up the ladder now. I don't even want to reach way up the ladder. That said,
so you asked me how do
you get? No, I just asking how you get involved. How you hear about something to get involved with it. That is what I asked.
9 times out of 10, people will contact our office and we will get involved in a way that suits the case.
That means the one that I talking about, nobody called you for get involved with it.
Not to my knowledge. But we're aware of the case in the public space.
So you're aware of the case, but it's just another case. Just another case.
No, it's not just another case. We don't have.
But it's just another case.
In that case, so if there is no movement on the case, for example, then
by who? No movement by who? No movement by who?
First of all, they have a timeline to complete their investigation.
So if in the come up with it, we're not going to move on it.
When you say move, how would we move, Muta?
No, you tell me. You tell me.
So to move something apart from complaining in the public space, you actually have to have a client. So many times we will go into communities and we'll say, for example, would you be willing to be a client in this matter so we can write on someone's behalf?
So you're going to the community. What caused you to go into the community? To ask that question. Okay, and that may I ask about. The killing itself.
Yeah,
that is what me I talk about. But that is what me I talk about.
Your expectations from us are...
No, wait there.
You can't go into every community.
No, I never say you can't go into every community, but I'm just... You make it sound like say...
We're not in this community as a failure, and that's the point that you're making.
No, I could have never say that. There's a lot of people when I know belong to the Jamaica for Justice for years. When I said to you that killings is going on, but because there's so much killings going on, I am not telling Jamaica for Justice to go investigate killing. I am just saying, if you say that nobody is making any calling you to tell you about it or saying that them need some kind of lawyer and thing, right? You're not going to forget that. But I know personally that Jamaica for Justice get involved in cases that nobody never called them for.
Yes, that has happened in many circumstances.
Then how you making sound so?
No, because
that I tell you to investigate, really.
We have gone down to Hanover and gone to interview the people in the communities. But I can give you 5 other circumstances where that has occurred.
I know that.
We don't only work on police killings.
No, but a police killing me I talk about. But don't shift it up. A police killing me I talk about.
How you don't see Jamaicans to justice. I'm trying to figure out genuinely what your expectations are.
I'm just trying to find out.
Did you just hear us making noise?
No. I'm just trying to find out how you get involved with a case. And you just tell me that people call you and lawyers. You try to get lawyer for them or you try to help the family with money or whatsoever you do. That is what you say, you get involved with it. I am saying to you that I know of cases by the Jamaica for Justice that them get involved with it and it do have nothing to do with somebody calling them. If news them hear it pan. Them hear it on the news, or them ears in the comment talk about it, or something, and them just get involved with it. You can't tell me
when
that
from no yes, of course, but that's not a new thing. But
no, I said a new thing,
you know. Involved for a purpose. And so this case, for example, we are aware of this case. Happened fairly recently.
All right. No, that I call you.
In, for example, right? Let's say, for example, nobody has reached out to us. We're monitoring the case. If, for example, everything is silent, there's no investigation report that comes out, nobody is held accountable, it just goes away, right? That would be a reason for Jamaican Justice to put it back into the public space, what's happening with
you don't call 2 weeks, you don't call 2 weeks, you don't call 2 weeks a long time for your case. Just, you don't hear in the mention it, you know the minister them who go along they mention it, and you know about it, but you don't make no move to it. So I say no, I am just going off of what you are saying. You are saying that, all right, no alabalu is made up about it. You tell alabalu make up about it because the people them is alabaluing about it long there. You are saying in the no mention it, which that is my problem. How come in the
we need to be making more noise. That's your point?
No, you need to make. Look here. Somebody call me from England and say they are willing to pay a lawyer for that woman from England. Last week when I mentioned it on the news, on my program, a woman the next day say, I had to call my producer and say, give me the number, make us send it to this woman in England. And this woman is living in England. So I am saying that because Indicom no involved with it, and because it's almost cool, and the people in the area don't see it as cool, but the minister, which is female constituency, him go down there as token, and the Minister of National Security go down there. And because them don't come out and make speech on television, which you are claiming say is the news people them and make up the thing, make the thing and get away. Because the minister don't come on the TV and apologize, just like how the Prime Minister go up at Augustown and say, oh, they look terrible. And now the case with this woman in her bed is the biggest case. And now Indicom is involved, not Indicom, Jamaica for Justice is involved in that. And I am betting you any money, say, what are the things that make that case big? It's because the Prime Minister go up there. It's because the Prime Minister go up there. And maybe I am saying that, I'm not putting nothing on you, you know. Because only is not the Minister of National Security.
What you want me to respond to at this point, Muta?
What you are responding to, because you're telling me. I am trying to find out.
What we are discussing.
We are discussing, how is it that, what is it? Oh, Jamaica for Justice choose their fight. Well, I don't want to call it fight. How them choose. If I send people to UNO and the people them I say, well, I'm going to Jamaica for Justice, but me not get no response, Muta. Me still want a liar. It's either I have too much things on the head.
Directly. The issue is that you have a general understanding, whether for people who speak to you and are not questioning their experience, that people come and they don't get the help. And so you're calling it, you're trying to figure out why we were not getting involved. But the context is that how we choose our things is a concern for you because you hear that people don't get the help that they want. I mean, that's a fair question.
Yeah, because you're telling me.
I just don't know why we're going around it. Just to say it directly. Yeah. And so people will always, I mean, we get hundreds.
Yes, I know that.
Of requests for help. Again, across different issues that you don't probably think about as it relates to policing. It's not just policing we work on.
But I talk about police. It's police I talk about.
I mean, thanks. We don't respond to every single case in the same way every single time.
But you know, response to cases, if the Prime Minister or the Minister of Justice or Indicom get up and say, what a terrible thing.
Just because the Prime Minister has spoken about a case that will respond
not only the Prime Minister, Indicom.
Or someone in the public, it's not this.
Yes, that is what is happening.
For the fourth time, the example of just this Monday, a case that was Winston Malcolm and Senior and Junior killed straight in their houses, you know, father and son.
You know about it.
That's an example of a case that we brought up in the public space again.
You know about the shooting.
How I know about the shooting?
Yeah, justice them. You know about the shooting.
Well, that was 13 years ago, and it was reported to Jamaicans for Justice at the time.
By who?
I believe by the family. This was pre-Indicom. Those things is a case that nobody knows the name of. But I'm trying to give you an example of a case that is probably unknown to many people.
That
we had to make known this week, and it's all in the media if you just look up those names. So it's really not the point that you're making about just high visibility cases. I'm just trying to give you an example of another case.
But it's you tell me, it's you just tell me that, it's you tell me, say,
all right.
it's we on the media, it's you have to say we on the media and make I blow up the case. And you can't afford for you because the media blow up the case. It means we must have to deal with it.
I'm simply saying that just because something is high in the public space and the question gets asked invariably, oh my God, where is JFJ? Look on this big public case. There are 50 other cases of people equally sad and grieving that are not in the public space that you never ask that question for.
But the one that I mentioned is not a big public space,
Xavier Hines in Yemen, that was a big case. The one that was right there in Araka, that Bobby Montague and Samuda went down there for.
Okay.
That's quite visible in the media. And so, I mean, you ask the question because you're prompted by things that you hear, right? And then so you hear something, you don't hear. You don't see somebody marching, you don't see Jamaicans there because people assume police killings, we must be present everywhere. People do assume
No, I'm not assuming that.
All right, maybe you don't. But then you ask the question, why aren't you in the community? Where are you? That's
Brethren.
And so if
you say Jamaica for justice. I am familiar with Jamaica for justice. Longer than you there. May I tell you that? I will look at the old feet them when we know. It's ones and ones when we just know automatically because them is people who always talk about justice. So I fight against Jamaica for justice, I just want to find out how to choose the fight. How to choose in the fight. I don't want to use the fight still, but how to choose it. It's just that I want to find out. But I am totally with Jamaica for justice. Trust me, when I tell you that. I am totally in favor of Jamaica for justice.
Just to answer you, how we choose our cases, and again, I really trying to emphasize that we don't only do cases, but how we choose our cases, if you're talking about the cases, oftentimes it comes down to capacity, if we can handle doing the case properly. Does it make sense that we make up noise and we can't actually help the people?
Do something, true.
So the one comes down to capacity. We have about 4 staff lawyers and some other volunteer lawyers who work inhumane hours around the clock across this country.
Yes.
And so it is normally based on capacity. It's based on if somebody wants us to take on the case, meaning if we hear about something in the space, we go down there, we make up noise, and the first question somebody asks is, so who are you representing? Are you talking about the case, or is the oh no, we don't? Also, the family member never wanted to talk, and we're just speaking on our own without the actual person we're representing. So we have a general policy. Though we'll speak about it in the public, we do not profess to take on cases unless we have a client, because we're a service organization, so we have to serve somebody. For example, in many cases where things have happened, we have offered people assistance, and out of several reasons, whether because they're afraid, they're just over it, or they don't want our assistance because politicians oftentimes give them a little thing, and the MPs do it all the time, they say, no, I don't want your help. I say, you sure? You don't want a lawyer to look over the documents for you? You don't want someone to organize any media visibility for you? No, I don't want any help. Very common example. And again, we also choose cases based on a balance in our work. And so I cannot, at JFJ, we don't have 100% of one issue.
I am not looking for the 100%.
That we work on that are not public at all, that this country benefits from because of the court work. And so
Mr. B, look here.
How we decide.
Look here. I'm going to tell you again, because I don't want you to go feeling like, Mutabaruka is with the Jamaica for justice. Because it's one of the arms out there that is supposed to be independent of the politician them and them ego. And I know, I don't know if them is still there. I don't want to call the people them name who I know. But I know people in there that I know is really for what Jamaica for justice is supposed to be all about. So don't get me wrong. Understand? So I'm just saying now that I would like a number that is not secretary number, that when many times people call me upon this program, I call me half here and say, Muta, you don't know no lawyer. I'm going to say, yeah, go to the Jamaica for justice. I mean, like many times. I can producer. Many times. I'm have to tell them to go and say, boy, when them go there. So I don't like a number that when I call the number, I can say, look here, you see that person, something happened, and that person then needs some help. I would like to send the person to you.
A few ways to contact us that's not a secretary. So one,
yeah, so you're going
I'm very sorry to hear that. It's actually a complaint I have heard in the past, and it is, I think, because of how people have contacted us, and sometimes we're not very good on the customer service end. That's something I actually do think is a valid complaint. So let me tell you a few ways to contact Jamaicans for Justice. We have reformed our phones, so if you call our numbers, and I'm going to give you a few numbers, but they'll all carry to the same system. There's an option to just select if you want to make a complaint. If you select that number, you are routed directly away from the secretary to our legal department. Our numbers are 755, that's 755-4524 or 25, that's 755-4524 or 25, or 615-5023, 615-5023 or 24. Any numbers you can call. However, if you want to, for example, if you're in an emergency or you're after business hours and you need to contact a mobile number or to WhatsApp us straight to those who are in our legal department who help people, the number is 322-8205. That's 322-8205. That is manned by our mobile team, that mobile phone that is handled, and you can WhatsApp, you can voice, you can send pictures. If you want to contact us via email, you can make and you have a complaint. That's a general email because JFJ is complaint is just one part of JFJ's work. And I think that's what the issue is. You have so much other things going on. Complaint. The email is complaints@jamaicans4justice.org. You can just email complaints@jamaicans4justice.org. It goes straight to the people who deal with complaints. Again, JFJ is a larger organization that has many other arms that have nothing to do with people's complaints, training, research, law. And so if you want to make a complaint, you can just use that email or website. Jamaicans4justice.org is now updated this year with detailed information on how you can get to the part of Jamaicans for Justice that you need to get to if you need to make a complaint.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much. All right. Give thanks. Yeah, man, Irie. Yes, that was something that I wanted to do. I mean, for the past almost more than a month or so. Well, about more than a month, we've been trying to connect with the Jamaica for Justice because there's so much people, man. I mean, I know and I understand what I say about overwhelmed. And I understand overwhelmed, but sometimes I am overwhelmed too. But I have no concern about whatsoever. And people call me and I say, Muta, this, that. I mean, up to yesterday, a brother called me about some land up when family do this and family in a Portland or somewhere. And he must say, he must ask me what to do. And I said, boy, right now, get a lawyer. Him say get that already. Him don't get that already. I don't know where I'm going to. It's like the brother talk like him going to get crazy about the injustice where are perpetrating. But by family too. It's not even a stranger. By family. Anyway, we just know say there's a whole heap of things out there going on, man. Enough things out there going on. And yeah. Okay. So, say we present the party as a public service to those of you who want to. Like everything had changed now. People said take down that, change the name of that and all them something there. So, one of the things them where you should have realized that your name sometimes reflect who you are, especially in the African tradition. So we present these names in order for you to look at your name again. And you don't have to, when I call it deep, you don't have to deep it about make people be conscious of the name that you want them to call you by. Because your parents give you a name and you give your name, give yourself a name too. It is quite okay. It's quite okay. And you have people born with African name. And as I said before all the while, if you're 20 and under, or even 25 and under, the chances that you have an African name is because of this very same, well, not this program, but the cutting edge. Yes, cutting edge. So we want to give you some African name today again, as we say we're going to feature this as part of the Steppin Razor. So here we go now. Girls, Kenya. There's a mountain in Kenya named Kenya. So Kenya. Olafunke or Olufunke. Olufunke means God took care of. God took care. Olufunke. Enika or Enika. Nneka. Enika means my mother is the highest. Sweet name that. Enika, Nneka, my mother is the highest. Nomusa, Nomusa, Nomusa. Nomusa means filled with passion. Filled with passion. Mbali, Mbali. Mbali means like a flower. Like a flower. By the way, please, I don't want nobody call me for that Sun to the Thursday, Friday. Then wait for Sunday when me sit down and I forget everything about everything. And I say, Muta, you remember the girl name? I remember the name, you know, but it sounds like Kangul. What it mean? I have to go back through the name them to tell them, please, listen to the name them and write down the meaning and write down the spelling. You understand? So, here we go now, my name. Amen. E-M-E-M, Imem, means person of peace. Emeka, E-M-E-K-A, God did great deeds. E-M-E-K-A, God did great deeds. Lekan, L-E-K-A-N, Lekan, my wealth is growing. And now will heap a man out of that one name there. Lekan, L-E-K-A-N, my wealth is growing. Olamide, Olamide, O-L-A-M-I-D-E, Olamide, my wealth has come. My wealth has come. So that is Imem, E-M-E-M, person of peace. Emeka, E-M-E-K-A, God did great deeds. Lekan, L-E-K-A-N, my wealth is growing. And Olamide, O-L-A-M-I-D-E, my wealth has come. Girls, Kenya, Kenya, from Mount Kenya. Olafunke, O-L-U-F-U-K-E, O-L-U-F-U-N-K-E. God took care of. Enenika, N-N-E-K-A, my mother is the highest. Nomusa, N-O-M-U-S-A, filled with passion. And Mbali, M-B-A-L-I, Mbali, like a flower. That is the African names to these children.
Take back your name and divide the I name. I and I don't want this your name. Chinese name, Chin and Chung. Macintosh came from Scotland. Indian name, Raja and Gabaska. I man shows we don't come from Africa, oh no. Because the name I have is for a European.
want to remind you that the hour between 4 and 5 is sponsored by Digicel. Start living. Get BIP and download the BIP app today for free. BIP to BIP messages only with Digicel. Available with the Google Play or iOS App Store. Get 25% more. Purchase of 7-day plan or more in the My Digicel app and get 25% more data. Download the app today. Offer ends June the 26th. To the hour. To the hour. Okay. So, we'll go back to this tune here. A situation of mine where, trust me, I say when we get the tune, I feel so good. Because a long time I don't hear from her, you know. I think she live in Florida now. And she actually come from a tune named Great Queens of Africa. You know, me and Dennis Brown do a tune named Great Kings of Africa. And I said, no, sir, I have to go back to the studio, go balance it. So we make a tune named Great Queens of Africa. And we do one named Sons of Time, when I'm a poem them. So her name is Sharon Forrester. My sister from long time, school days, long time I don't see her. And I got flight, I say, anybody who knows Sharon Forrester, I say, Muta yell her up. I'm going to play a brand new tune. I want to yell up all the people in Florida, you know. Hey, watch it, you know. You see the thing I spike up again, according to the news report them where I get. Where I hear so the thing I get red. As a matter of fact, them I claim now say Florida have more cases than anywhere else in America. Yeah, that's COVID we are talking about. Them say Florida have more cases now than anywhere else in America. And this is because of the young this is because of the young people them. Because here what them doing in Florida now. Them open back the beach them. Them open back the beach them. And I tell you say, the day when them open back the beach, you know, I see some video come to me, you know. When you look upon people on the beach, you know, I say, me not going to no beach. Me not going to no water with so much people, you know. No, sir. You know, say, me stop being in a pool from how much year old? Me remember, from little, like 14, 15 year old. All the hotel them when I go in and see pool, them, I don't stay far from pool. But you see the beach thing now, with all of them people there, them late night people who drunk and them that take drugs and them not bathe and them that have sex and all them something there. And then them dive going at the water and this and that. And some of them have COVID. Now we see the outcome of that. Them open the beach them in Florida. Young people, them no business. Them not follow nothing about no physical distance. Them not deal with nothing about no mass. And now it's spike. Really, really spike. And it's mostly young people. The problem with that is that these young people go and go amongst them mother and them go and go amongst them grandmother. And them go and go get better and the grandmother go and go dead. It's just weird. It's just weird.
A ball out about the wickedness, you know, because two set of people in Jamaica are afraid to talk out. And the Rastafari and the young people not afraid to talk out. If you have not threatened to kill them, I'm not afraid to talk out. And from that time, not only the young people are ball out for one another. Ball out when them say I interfere and next time, them ball out. Like a little pick in school. See unfairness, them ball out. Ball out and ring the alarm panel and blow the whistle and draw attention to you. You could have teacher, could have bully a street, you could have dog, or even parents abuse children. Other little children ball out and other young people ball out when them say you interfere the next one. Ball out, sometimes you ball out and run. Ball out and run. And from them time there, the young people of Jamaica, and 100 a year before that too, but especially after 1962, when the young people say the people them is of voting age, now demonstrate no good sense. Them is of voting age, but they not demonstrate no good sense. And the young people them say right through it says a fraud this. Fraud. It was the young people object from the beginning. And some older people, some experienced people, but the most of the mature people and the voting age people, they'll submit and go along and say things are go better and out of many. When the young people ball out from hundreds of years, but especially after 1962. Not only them ball out, them organize now. Organize and start going to studio, because we never know about them things before, you know. Organize and start going to studio, go make record, not about love song. Yes, we make all up a love song, and all up a nursery rhyme and road song and all kind of different song and church song. But them organize and start ball out now about the wickedness and start analyze up the wickedness to explain to other people, other young people, how the wickedness work. And that's part of the work, you know, explaining how the wicked work, and how the wicked go to work, and how them dress for go to work, and how them dress for fool you about what kind of work them a do. That you don't know what kind of work them a do looking at the dress of them dress. Young people organize now and start going to studio. Young people, male and female, going to studio now and start push out sound, and them not play it on radio. Young people organize and start play in a dance now. You can't get things on radio, well, that's how the sound system movement rise up in Jamaica. Can't get none play on radio, you keep dancing about live radio in your community, in your sound system. And the young people organize and a big protest movement in Jamaica, a long time. Big protest movement, well intelligent, well articulated. And this man will come out of prison after 50 years. Was one of them youth there. 50 years. Maybe him do something worthwhile of punishment, because them say him kill. Or him do throw a stone or something, him kill one. I think it's a tourist, somebody visiting from Canada. And worse like I think it's a white person, you know. I'm not sure, but I think it's a white person, so you can imagine now. You go damage a white person in a Jamaica. We're going to make an example out of you if you don't even have no evidence for sure. That is, you do it. And if you even look like your mother and can't talk in a court, we're going to still punish you without. We go through the so-called due process. Due process. So now you understand what Governor General pleasure is about. When you see the badge where the Governor General wear, all them things are secret and them dress up in it and pass, and when you see the shine thing on him chest, it does make you feel to salute him. Instead you look on it good, it over impress you and you salute him. And don't know no, but it reveal. Is what it reveal? Reveal the emperor clothes, the so-called the ruler nice clothes that them have on. When you look good, them not nice. And naked, them naked. Because when you look on the clothes good, you say the nakedness and you say what him really is about and where who him represent. So now you know what the Governor General pleasure is. The Governor General, you know when something a show up, it's supposed to be in, but it a show up, them say, yeah, wear your heart by your sleeve. You love a girl, but you're afraid to talk to her. You know, want nobody know, probably somebody else girl you're not supposed to love her. But yeah, wear your heart by your sleeve, by your action, even by the way you dress. People know say that girl they love because you start wear clothes for match her, and you start wear all piece of cloth, all the masks we have on, you beg her for piece of our old clothes that you can make a mask. And look more people say it's fair slingshot you have on, boy, you must love her. Yeah, wear our slingshot as your dust mask. They couldn't find a higher love, no greater love. Remember all the music there? No, we have to play that little more now. No greater love. I will sing it again. All the people sing it. Yes, man, when you wear your heart on your sleeve, mean that what? You're not talk out plain what you deal with, but you put some symbol for sure what you deal with. But people now look at them, when you look on the outside, the shape of the cloth where you put on your sleeve or heart. Come here to do that, you know. When we are overthrow Babylon in our school, when we was overthrowing Babylon in our school up at Jamaica College, as some little youth, and we can't get for talk, I cut out one piece of paper, I look for a piece of black paper, you know. I cut out a heart and pin on my shirt. At their school and I do a fear talk, but when as them look on my shirt, them know say, I kill me and kill them and them system. You know, my black heart when me wear upon my shirt, I revive my heart. You know, I'm for kick cut out for them out. Because we are the black heart man and black heart you them. So you wear that to show them, but you not talk, them can accuse us, say do nothing, or you say nothing. But them say I wear heart by your sleeve like, oh, boy fall in love with girl and I wear symbol upon him sleeve for sure, say boy I'm in love, you know. Valentine and Cupid, my big Cupid to shot the girl to her heart for me and kill her and bring her come or show her say, Me willing to cut out my hat and gear. Me we all wear all our old clothes as dust mask. For no greater love of man have that him give him life, him brethren, or him sister, give him breath. Give up him last breath for him sister. Anyway, we don't run no joke, you know. Now we know what Governor General pleasure is. When instead of we a salute when we see the old badge a pass, we take a close look on the badge and see say his pleasure is to become a part of that super club. It's a club, you know. Exclusive club where only few people in it. And when you're in the club now, you join the ranks of what the club name after. The Order of St. Michael and St. George. And you become a soldier. A military officer in the command of the military officer, lower ranking military officer in the Order of Michael and George. You hear what the Governor General say? Him have the gall. Him have the gall for you tell we say. The two St. Michael and St. George is two military saints. You hear him say? Two military saints. You hear him attack plane? Attack plane now? So the wickedest man in them army, them make them in a saint. So them a military, not just ordinary saint, no. Military saint. Alin Proper Kings will start that, you know, read the Observer and you glean. You know, you hear them pressure with pressure, them make them attack out plane, you know. And through that, them brain a leak out through them mouth, them have to talk out plane. Them never know what him I say. But him have to say it still, and it's so great to be here witnessing these things, you know. The Governor General pleasure, that's what can lead governors, general, and prime ministers to confine people in a prison 50 years straight without trial and charge. Many of them, not one, not just the one who resisted yesterday. There was 3 more in there, was in there 40, 2 more was in the 49 year, 3 in the 44 year, 2 in the 43 year, and many more including the 40 year man who dead with you. There's many 40 and plus years. And do you know that you have a law in the Old Testament that all when slavery used to go on in Israel, after a so-called slave served 7 years, them supposed to can get free. But for certain, after them serve 7 times 7 years, them must free. After 7 years, them can get free, you know. But after 7 times 7 years, them must free. So after 49 years, as a rule in the Old Testament, you know, slave have to go free. And that's where you get the copyright law from. That say after something enter the public domain, whether it's your music or not, whether you write the poetry or the book or not, whether this, that, or that, after 49 years, it become available for the public, so you can't charge nobody no royalties after that. I don't know if change it, but that's the original modern law, you know. After 49 years, copyright expire. When you hear them say 15 years, really, after 49 years, they mean. And all of them things come from them time. So anyway, now we know the Governor General pleasure and the nature it. Because if I'm so honored to be part of the Order of St. Michael and St. George, not only that, Knight Commander, the officers in this Order of St. Michael and St. George, you know, the lower one them, KMG, Knight of Michael and St. George, the ordinary officer them, you know. But the high officer them now a commander. But the KCMG are the highest one. And the Governor General them all over the Queen, so-called Queen Colonial Empire. Thief in place of them thief all around the world. They are of that order. And what is the pleasure that they derive? To be part of that special platoon of man, we get the order for continue carrying out the work of standing up in the neck. Pretend that you're white is an honorary white, you know. When the Governor General get KCMG and you call him Sir Dat Allen, him is an honorary white with wing. Honorary angel. Honorary white wing. Just like South Africa. Honorary white, and that's why them feel so much pleasure. Just like how the Prime Minister feels so much pleasure to be called most honorary, because I'm an honorary white. And one of the reasons why him get selected by Siaga to groom him, for be a lately Siaga, is because I'm not too black. That's one of the reasons what qualify Williams, you know. Not too black, and him can take instruction, and the people them will bow to him because I'm brown, even though I'm born and grow poor. Them know that them brainwash the people so much that even rich black people will bow down to a brown wholeness or a brown anything else. Even though they might born poor, even though the rich black people might born rich on average a long time, you know. Once them see the brown skin, even though them born poor, and you elevate them up and you dress them in the right clothes, then will accept him in them company, even make them captain over themselves. So that's one of the main things we qualify even wholeness. Me not have nothing against none of them person. I not attack wholeness person. You only have to lick the whole of them because they are part of the forces that set up against us, and they know it. They all know it. Young as them is, they know that they are part of the forces set up against us, not on behalf of us. Against us to keep us in check and to squeeze out as much out of us and deliver to them master and mistress them. Even Portia Simpson Miller bow under them thing there. When I say even she was one of them, right, as them say, come from out of the bowels of the working class and did more attached to the people, working in a workers' union and labor movement and all them thing there. But in the end, after them flatter them and give them honors, the whole of them get drunk and honored to be sitting down near the queen. Then they not sit alongside her for frightening her. Them sit down near her, she invite them into them place. Sometimes them can't even eat till she don't eat. And them feel so honored. Up to Portia Simpson Miller. I talk about how the queen nice, and not only is she a nice person, but she's so beautiful. You have all time music, you know, them used to teach us at school when we were there at Sunday school about all things bright and beautiful. But really all things white and beautiful, them, you know. All creatures great and small. She said, Portia said, not only is she very beautiful and nice, but she's a very wise lady. And here the last verse in the hymn, you know. All things wise and wonderful, the Lord God made them all. That's one of the first hymn. I think of the first hymn that, I know it come like him, you know, because they want them have a picnic. A big people think of him, you know. But the picnic one a special category, a religious song, you know. And them call it him. I think it's the first one that I learned by heart. You learn a whole heap in a Christmas time when I tell you about we three kings of Orient, but then I tell you say Orient mean Eastern Africa, you know. Orient. They tell you about Orient, make you feel like say a part of Europe. And when you look, take a stock, we three kings of Orient, or when you take a stock of three white man are right. You ever say white man are right camel? A black people and brown people ride camel. Only white capturer. When them horse drop down, them capture camel and ride camel. But white people not ride camel naturally. Not even elephant, white people not ride elephant. Not even horse. A we tame horse, a we start ride horse. A white man lately learn to ride horse and mount up on it and pose up like them either way. Anyway, long story short. I think outside of the old Christmas song that them teach me, or even inside of that, this is the first thing I did learn as a religious song. All things, you have the music when I play it right now, though, you know. All things bright and beautiful. Portia talk about how the queen is so wise and she's so beautiful. And all them things. All wholeness here. Hear him blurt out. In a parliament, you know, them showed it on TV last night, I remember it. In a parliament, him blurt out one at a time when them talk about, them a push him for remove out queen out of Jamaica constitution. You hear him now? Make my wife queen. And they mean it, you know, although them talk and laugh. They mean it, you know. Because them think them imagine and dream in them quarters amongst themselves, you know. And he imagine himself to be a king. And others to on the other side have imagined themselves to be king. But him imagine himself to be a king. And I talk about make him wife queen. And when him talk the time go home, him get extra reward for that, you know. Say, Juliet, you never hear me. You never hear me I tell them, say, make you queen. For I am your Romeo. You understand me? And that's what I tell a long time, say. Bruce Golding never do a better thing when him refuse to be called most honorable. And then him go select wholeness now. Then if he succeed, him as one of Siaga clone. And when wholeness succeed him the first time, him to also decline most honorable. Wisely, and as a good example to the people. And look more, him got dash away and lose the election 3 months. Him want to get 3 months out of the Prime Minister Papi show posing. 3 months him get out of it. And then make sure the next time him get in 2016. Him a go take the most honorable. And I tell you, say, I don't know who advise him. Somebody advise him. I don't know if it's Siaga, because Siaga did agree to it, you know. It was Siaga who agreed to this most honorable thing. Because Patterson devised the plan. Patterson devised it. After Patterson a plan, because last night I must show up on TV, in all angles. How many times each one of them, was about 5 of them in succession, pledged to the people of Jamaica, said them are going to move Queen. And move Jamaica out under Commonwealth, under the Queen frock, and under her clothes. Promise it and don't do it. But Patterson now, when him near come for do it, so him want to remove Jamaica out of Privy Council, out of that courthouse there, where you usually find them guilty, even though it's white man courthouse. Once you are in the Commonwealth, or once you're under the Queen, have Queen as a head of state, any Prime Minister under her, always appoint them put on next council again, just like how them have order of St. Michael and St. George. Them have some next council named Privy Council, where the Prime Minister them get appointed and them say them is part of the Queen Privy Council. As an honor that in the name, and them put PC after them name. The Honorable P.J. Patterson, Prime Minister of Jamaica, PC, Privy, that means them a Privy Council, one of the Queen private councillor, in a ranking close up to her. So, so if you leave Commonwealth and if you remove Queen as head of government, you have to stop calling yourself PC. And the title, when you're part of the Privy Council, the title say them people have to address you as the Right Honorable P.J. Patterson. Once you're a Privy Councillor, you are to be addressed as the Right Honorable P.J. Patterson or the Right Honorable which one of them, one of the wannabe it is. Whichever one of the wannabe it is, you have to call them Right Honorable. So when Patterson go draw Jamaica now from under the Queen frock and draw them out of the Queen Privy Council, which is our private toilet, him know say him want a title now for replace Right Honorable, because you can't call yourself Right Honorable again. So as Patterson come up with the idea, all right, make we call the Prime Minister of Jamaica Most Honorable. Because him left without the Right Honorable, but him still want that big title now to make himself feel good. And Patterson is a very cunning and wise man. Make a plea bargain with Siaga, say, all right, if you agree to it, say, if we dash for the Queen, we can call ourselves Most Honorable. I will make the law say, all Prime Minister that wasn't Prime Minister before must can wear the title now to Most Honorable. Even though you Siaga now get for win again and come in a Jamaica house, we will still make them call you Most Honorable. And Siaga agree to it. And so them pass the law that both of them go and get, all the while they make deal now, PNP and JLP, make deal between one another. All right, I'm going to make my boss be national hero. I'm going to make your boss be national hero. All right, we're going to draw out a Privy Council and we can call ourselves Right Honorable again. Well, if you agree to do it, you're going to make them can call you now to Most Honorable. Although you're not going to go in a Jamaica house again and never going to win the election again. And if your wife, and when you dead now, your wife herself, she have to be called Most Honorable too. Not a part of the deal, you know. So not only past Prime Minister, and all future Prime Minister and all present Prime Minister must be called Most Honorable, but them wife must be called so too. So they make the deal with Siaga and Siaga approve it and then bring in Most Honorable. And Wellness, as I said, refuse it after him. Example, Bruce Golden set him the first time. But the second time coming, him take it. And I believe that somebody influence him. Either Siaga tell himself to take it, or maybe his wife and family like the joke of it to be called Most Honorable. I encourage him to take it, and it seemed to me say, yes, man, he's a little closer to home than him, Siaga. Maybe he's right in the yard. Somebody in there encourage him while them are lay down at night time. Say, take it, man. I make the two of call Most Honorable. So a little more I tell people about, say, make my wife be queen. Them so brazen and drunk that these things slip out of their mouth, because I know when you're drunk to talk some loose thing. Loose lips. Loose lips. So, and so it is that other things like that come out, but them plan amongst themselves to call one another this and to praise one another that. And, yeah man, we have a piece of music we play. What's name again? Have a piece of music we play. Yes man, Pirate. Pirate, the Ethiopians. Because see, they reveal out more and more that the Governor General pleasure was to be a part of the order where you stand up in our black people neck and pretend to be a white angel. And the black man, upon the badge, you know, they must stand up in their neck with the white man's St. Michael a stand up in them neck. Meanwhile, them a stand up in them man neck. The man is chained, you know. Just like how George Floyd was handcuffed while they must stand up in them neck. You don't just stand up in them neck. You chain him and you chain him can't run, and you stand up in them neck and kill him. That means stand up in him neck was not to restrain him, you know. I have him restrained already with chain. So, I kill you, I go kill him. This is the Governor General pleasure, and if that is his pleasure, it's nothing for him to ignore. Every time the paper come for him to sign and say, let go those mental people out of prison. It's not for him to just toss that side and say, what them out road? What am I where I let them out for? Them do something wrong, but we can't prove it. Let them stand there and rot. No, let them go. It's not my pleasure to let them go. Not my pleasure. Every year. Come up before them all the while, you know. Every year, many times a year. No, I won't be doing it. No, I'm not going to be doing it. Let them stay there. Troublemaker from a long time. Let them stay there. You know, all about trouble. I make them stay there not only to punish them, but make them stay there as an example to the others out the road. Say that we are going to do you too. Let them stay, not signing it. Not signing it. Not my pleasure. Yes, ma'am, I tell you. Well, it was lovely listening to the discussion as usual with Dan Jackson Miller and all angles last night. Talking about the uselessness of the Governor General and the worthlessness of the relationship with Queen of England and all of them things. She had two ladies from both of the parties, two prominent lawyers from both of the parties, and a vox pop there with some people in the public discussing whether they must remove Queen or must remove attachment to England and them with it. One young man that whole heap a year, I think him need to have him here examined, because I don't know if nothing in him head. He must say nothing wrong on them for keep relation with Queen. Young man now, that whole heap a year for him head. Him need to have him head examined. Well, one woman there also, you know, a black woman. I don't sure if a black woman think it's a white woman in black face, you know. Some of the actor, them or actress, them white people, them act out some black role, them usually paint them face black. So that black woman, I say she loved the Queen, and that is a black looking woman in a black face, a white woman that in a black face. Maybe one day them wake up and live happily ever after anyway. But the numbers are 619 1508, 619-1508, and 279-8473. 279-8473. And we have other things to talk about, but I don't want to talk me one too long. So whatever you want to talk about, and maybe I will bring up back some things of what I want to talk about later. We have a guy named Joe Simon. Yeah, open the line, please. We have a guy named Joe Simon sing a song named Choking Kind. I sing about one girl who him love, but all she want to do is choke him and kill him. Line open. You might listen to Joe Simon Choking Kind in the meantime. But love him, love down somebody, and all them want to do is choke him and kill him. Choking Kind. Very popular music that when I was a young man coming up. Yes, here we are on Thursday, and later we expect to have a very special guest. Very special guest, Miss Valerie Dixon. Mrs. Valerie Dixon. Mrs. Valerie Dixon, a very well accomplished lady, write a book that is most important in the history of Jamaica. Summed up by her experience with FinSac, where she and her husband business was taken away from her by government and bank. Government and bank, like how them take away 45,000 other business. In the 90s, 45,000 business get swallowed up by government. A PNP government too, and bank. Wicked thing we're going on in Jamaica, one of the wickedest thing. I'll run it to it have a talk out against it. You'd be interested to know that on this date, 12 years ago, this date here, 25th of June, 12 years ago, the Queen of England stripped Mugabe naked. Mugabe, the president of Zimbabwe and the leader of the military liberation movement that frees Zimbabwe and get independence. But later on, him do some things that wasn't so much for him people, like a lot of leaders who do good things. After that, them go back, go claim too much reward. They want half of them. They want half of the whole country for themselves sometimes the whole country. A lot of people who do some great work for them family for them community, for them school, for them nation, for them race. And later on, them want so much reward that they become an embarrassment and an oppress upon them own people who them did help free. That happen all the time. People change and all kind of thing. But Mugabe, when Mugabe was getting unpopular, or he might say, and some might say, when the time was right, when he wasn't powerful enough to do it, him start take away some of the white people land in Zimbabwe. It's not their land, they stole it. They stole the best land in Zimbabwe, a part of Africa, called Rhodesia, after the chief thief. The chief thief named Rhodes, Cecil Rhodes, and them named 2 countries in Africa after him, Northern Rhodesia, them name part, and them call this the other part Southern Rhodesia. And him thief another big part. He was the main thief for secure South Africa, huge part of Africa. But them never named that after him. But anyway, him Cecil Rhodes the thief the whole of so much country in Africa. Organize and thief of the best land in Zimbabwe, Northern Rhodesia, and call it the White Highlands, and all of the white people we go Rhodesia, we never have no land and never have no money before, turn rich people and turn big landowner. But many years after independence, after Zimbabwe got independence, they didn't get it, they took it. That's the only way to get independence, is to take it and make it. After Zimbabwe took and made independence, behind the leadership of Mugabe himself, when he was doing good, in 1980, by 28 years later, even Bob Marley was one of the main celebrators of Zimbabwe independence, because they were invited there. Bob Marley and the Wailers were invited there because of the great work that not only Bob Marley and the Wailers and the High Trees, but the great work that Jamaicans had done many years helping to fuel the struggle, the freedom struggle in Africa. A lot of the African people appreciate Jamaica, the Jamaican Africans very much, especially the musicians them, because the part of them play strengthening them while them was fighting to get back them independence. So Bob Marley was invited to Zimbabwe in 1980 to celebrate independence, and that was one of the most spectacular shows that he did, and one of the last shows that he did before illness overtaking Bob Marley, 1980 Zimbabwe. So anyway, 12 years ago on this date, after Mugabe started taking back some of the White Highlands and distribute to his people, not distribute to all the people of Zimbabwe, start distributed to him, friend them and family. That's why sometimes people confuse when them say a man do good and afterward them find say him do good, but him start take things to himself, like some of them Jamaican political minister. Get in a government and when you take a start, them a share up Jamaica for themselves. From the top down, not only like a side one, them, you know. Not only like a deputy minister. From the top, come right down. Busily sharing up Jamaica for themselves. That's what them do most of the time. It's only now and again you see them come on TV. 1 or 2 hours out of the day, them come on TV to make it look good. But the other hours when you're not seeing them, them have them hand in the cookie jar and the fish pot. In the bag and let out the puss out of the bag and carry go them yard for themselves. Anyway, the Queen of England 12 years ago stripped Zimbabwe Mugabe naked. Strip him naked and take away him knighthood. Because she did give him knighthood, you know, Sir Robert Mugabe. And look more she strip him naked and take away him knighthood. Then he can't call himself Sir Robert Mugabe again. Because he wasn't standing up in the way where she need him to stand up. So she take away him knighthood. 2008, 25th of June. 25th of June. And 1 year later upon the same date, 25th of June, Michael Jackson dead at age 50. Michael Jackson, who born as a black boy and died as a white woman. By the time him reached 50-year-old, he was a white woman. Start life as a black boy. But you know, human being in them modern time claim now that them have choice of gender. Choice of choosing what gender them is. So them don't must be a man like what used to them look like a man, or a woman like what used to them look. Them can choose to be something else. People start claiming them the right, you know, right. right to choose them gender. And for all, some of them choose to change to a woman. Afterward, then choose to change back to a man. So certain different part of them life, them is this or that. And spend 20 years as a woman, then spend 15 as a man. And when them are 35, then go back to womanhood. They don't like the manhood. Or sometimes they prefer the manhood and then stay in the manhood. Yeah, this is how the modern thing goes. Michael Jackson born as a little boy, little black boy, and die as a middle-aged black woman.